Hello, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast, brought to you by English Finders. I'm Emilia.
And I'm Brian. We're excited to have you join us for our 13th episode, where we're diving into a fun and musical topic.
That's right. Today, we're exploring how music can be a powerful tool for improving your English. Whether you're a music lover or just looking for new ways to enhance your language skills, we've got some great insights and tips for you.
We'll talk about the benefits of using music in your English learning journey, share practical tips for integrating music into your practice, and even give you some real-life examples of how music can make learning more enjoyable and effective.
And of course, we'll cover some key vocabulary and phrases related to music that you can use to enhance your English. So, whether you're tuning in from home, on your commute, or anywhere in between, stay with us as we explore the rhythm of language learning. So, Brian, let's dive into our main topic today, improving English with music. Music and language learning. How do these two connect?
Great question, Emilia. Music can be incredibly beneficial for language learners. First off, listening to music helps with pronunciation. When you sing along, you mimic the sounds and rhythms of native speakers, which can really fine-tune your accent.
Absolutely. And it's not just about pronunciation. Music also exposes you to new vocabulary and grammatical structures. Songs often use idiomatic expressions and colloquialisms that you might not encounter in traditional learning materials.
That's a good point. Plus, the repetitive nature of songs makes it easier to remember new words and phrases. For example, if you listen to a song several times, you start to internalize the lyrics and their meanings.
Right. And let's not forget the emotional connection music creates. When you connect emotionally with a song, you're more likely to remember the language used in it. For instance, if a song makes you feel happy or nostalgic, the words stick with you longer.
Exactly. And different genres can cater to different learning styles. For example, pop music often has catchy lyrics and repetitive choruses, which can be great for beginners. On the other hand, classical music might be useful for more advanced learners who want to focus on understanding complex lyrics and structures.
Speaking of genres, let's talk about how different types of music can be used. For instance, folk music often tells stories and uses rich, descriptive language. Listening to folk songs can improve your ability to understand narrative and context in English.
And rock music is great for learning slang and informal expressions. The fast pace and energetic delivery can help with developing a natural rhythm and flow in your speech.
Definitely. Another tip is to choose songs that you really enjoy. When you like the music, you're more likely to engage with it. So, if you're a fan of jazz, look for jazz songs with clear lyrics and interesting vocabulary.
Absolutely. And a useful technique is lyric analysis. You can look up the lyrics of a song and try to understand them fully. This involves breaking down the lyrics, looking up unfamiliar words, and figuring out the meaning behind idiomatic expressions.
Yes, and another technique is called shadowing. This is where you listen to a song and try to repeat the lyrics in real time, mimicking the pronunciation and rhythm of the singer. It's a fantastic way to improve your fluency.
Shadowing can be really effective. It helps you get used to the flow of natural speech and improve your speaking pace. And don't forget to pay attention to the emotions conveyed in the music. Music often carries a lot of emotional weight, which can help you understand the nuances of the language.
Exactly. And if you're learning English for specific purposes, like business or travel, you can find songs related to those contexts. For instance, if you're preparing for a trip, you might listen to travel-themed songs to familiarize yourself with relevant vocabulary.
That's a great idea. And for those who are just starting out, don't be afraid to use simpler songs with clear, repetitive lyrics. As you progress, you can move on to more complex music.
Totally. And remember, the key is consistency. Incorporating music into your daily routine, whether it's through listening or singing along, can make a big difference in your language learning journey.
Absolutely. So, to sum up, music can be a fun and effective tool for improving your English. It helps with pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and even emotional understanding. Just find the genres and songs that resonate with you and make learning enjoyable.
Well said, Brian. Now that we've covered the benefits and tips, let's move on to some real-life dialogues to see how music and language learning come together in everyday conversations.
Hey Liam, I've been listening to a lot of English music lately. Have you found any songs that have helped you with your English?
Oh, definitely. I've been really into Taylor Swift's songs. Her lyrics are pretty clear, and she uses a lot of everyday language. Plus, her songs are catchy.
That's awesome. I've been listening to Ed Sheeran. His songs have helped me understand conversational English. Do you have any favorite lines or phrases from Taylor Swift's songs?
Yeah, there's a line from Love Story that goes, "Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone." It's a simple sentence, but I love how it tells a whole story. Plus, it helped me understand the use of take me and somewhere in context.
That's a great example. I found that Ed Sheeran's Shape of You helped me with learning phrases like I'm in love with the shape of you. It's a fun way to remember expressions about attraction and interest.
Exactly. And when you sing along, you get a feel for the rhythm and pronunciation. It's like practicing speaking without even realizing it.
Totally. I also like how music helps me with idiomatic expressions. For example, in Ed Sheeran's Castle on the Hill, he sings about the castle on the hill, which I initially thought was literal, but it actually represents his childhood home.
That's a good observation. Music can give you insights into cultural references and idioms that might not be clear from textbooks alone.
Good morning, Tom. I see you've been using music in your English studies. How's that going for you?
Morning, Jenny. It's been really helpful. I've been using music to practice my pronunciation and expand my vocabulary. For example, I've been listening to the song Imagine by John Lennon.
That's a great choice. Imagine has some powerful lyrics. How have you been incorporating it into your studies?
I've been focusing on the lyrics and trying to understand the meaning behind phrases like, imagine all the people living life in peace. It's been a good exercise in understanding abstract concepts.
Excellent. That's a useful technique. Do you also use music for grammar practice?
Yes, I do. I listen to songs and then try to identify different grammatical structures. For instance, in Let It Be by the Beatles, I noticed how the song uses the imperative mood with let it be, which is a command or suggestion.
That's a fantastic approach. Analyzing lyrics for grammar structures can give you a deeper understanding of their use in context. Have you tried any other methods with music?
I've also been shadowing the lyrics. I listen to a song and try to sing along in real time. It helps me with fluency and rhythm.
Shadowing is a very effective technique. It improves your speaking pace and pronunciation. Keep up the good work, and don't hesitate to explore different genres and artists to diversify your learning experience.
Thank you, Jenny. I'll definitely keep experimenting with different songs.
All right, let's dive into some key vocabulary and phrases related to our discussion on improving English with music. These words will help you better understand and use music in your language learning.
Yes, let's start with the first word. Lyrics.
Lyrics are the words of a song. For example, when you say, I'm learning new vocabulary from the lyrics of this song, you're referring to the actual words sung in the song.
Exactly. Next up is pronunciation.
Pronunciation is the way you say words. For instance, singing along to a song can help you improve your pronunciation because you're mimicking how native speakers pronounce the words. You might say, by practicing with music, my pronunciation has become much clearer.
Great. Moving on to accent.
Accent is the distinctive way people from different regions or countries pronounce words. For example, if you listen to songs from different English-speaking countries, you can hear various accents. You might say, I'm trying to get used to different accents by listening to international music.
Next is a very useful term, shadowing.
Shadowing is a technique where you listen to someone speaking or singing and try to repeat what they say immediately after. It helps with fluency and pronunciation. You might use it like this. I practice shadowing the lyrics to improve my speaking rhythm and accent.
And last but not least, let's talk about genre.
Genre refers to a category of music characterized by a particular style or theme. For example, pop, rock, and jazz are different genres. You might say, I'm exploring different genres to find which type of music helps me learn English the best.
Perfect. To sum up, lyrics are the words in a song, pronunciation is how you say those words, accent is the way you pronounce words depending on your region, shadowing is a technique for practicing speaking by mimicking, and genre is a category of music.
Well done, Brian. Remember, using these terms can help you better understand and describe your experiences with music and language learning. So, go ahead and explore your favorite songs with these concepts in mind. And that wraps up today's episode of the English Learning Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on how music can be a powerful tool for improving your English.
Absolutely. Remember, music is not just about entertainment. It's also a fantastic way to enhance your language skills. From improving pronunciation and expanding your vocabulary to understanding different accents and practicing shadowing. There's so much you can gain from incorporating music into your learning routine.
We'd love to hear about your experiences with learning English through music. Do you have any favorite songs or techniques that have helped you? Feel free to share your thoughts and stories with us.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and leave us a review. Your feedback helps us continue to bring you content that's useful and engaging.
And stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll be diving into another exciting topic to help you on your English learning journey.
Thanks for joining us today. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Until then, keep enjoying your music and keep learning. Bye for now.
Goodbye.